It's not Tuesday. Can you believe it? We missed a Tuesday, but I made up for it. It's Thursday, and I even gave you some files. So we are ready to work on that Galentine Valentine. I even have a Galentine here. She is not going to come on camera because I know her so well, but she may hand me stuff. She's here to hang out. So everybody say hey to Dawn in the background. And welcome to, so Stephanie says on Thursday night. Doesn't have that same ring as Tuesday, but we've had a busy week. How about you? So y'all let me know what's been going on, what you've been working on. I've got some product to show you. I have designs that I already posted so that you would have those available. I have already cut and Dawn has already weeded, but we're going to do this together. We'll talk about it. So, hey, everybody. So glad to see you. Hey, Barbara. Glad you're here. I can't believe that you're not traveling at the moment, that you're actually staying still long enough to join us for a live tonight. So hopefully you have seen those files and downloaded and got those. If not, you've got time. It's no worries. I'm just here to help inspire and to help, let's craft together a little bit. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, I will be flying to Miami. I'm teaching a class in Miami tomorrow. So there's, I think, 30 students. So it's going to be exciting. And then, what I'm looking forward to, sunshine and a good old Cuban sandwich. I have been looking forward to some food ever since I knew I was going to Miami. They have some of the best restaurants, some of the best drinks, and you can sit there on the beach. But for me, it was that Cuban sandwich. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And Terry, I am packed except for putting it in the suitcase. Everything is folded. I was waiting to that very last minute. As soon as I finish the live, bags will be packed. Some of you may not even know, what are we packing for? A crafting cruise, of course. Where have you been? Why aren't you joining us? We're going to have a great, great time. We are going to have scanning cuts and crickets. And of course, we'll have a Juliet so that we can show them how it's really done, right? So glad to see everybody. Hey, Jill, I am glad you're almost home. Be safe while you're listening to this, driving down the road. And yeah, 10 piles. I have got it narrowed down. I need to know how many pairs of shoes are you bringing, Terry, because that's important to me. And Tammy, hello, my friend. Prayers for you and your family. Wish I could give you a big hug. If I wasn't leaving to go to Miami, I promise I would be driving up to help you out. And Jennifer, it's always so good to see you here. Pamela, haven't seen you lately, so hello, hello. Well, let's talk about some vinyl. So if you haven't seen, we have some new metallic puff at Caesar. It's gorgeous. We had the silver metallic and then we had the gold metallic. Y'all know that I love my metals. Gold and silver are my two favorite, and to have it puff is all the better. So then we came out with, after we had the gold and silver, we have this beautiful bronze. So I'm trying to move it so the light can see. That is bronze. So I absolutely love the bronze, but it gets better. I know you wouldn't think so. You can tell I've been using this one today. So this is Tiger Lily. And John, what would you call that? It's kind of a pink purple, don't you think? It's a pink purple. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. And then we have Golden Rose. So think of that perfect blush pink in a metallic that puffs up. I mean, really, it's perfect. It's a perfect color. And some of you know, because you've heard me say in the past, I don't really like blue. It's weird, right? I don't love blue. It's not my favorite color. But this is called dark blue. It is so royal looking. It's so rich looking. So I did Bethlehem type, the manger with the silhouettes in this blue and the bronze. And I put it on a sweatshirt for Christmas. And it was gorgeous. I loved the way those two colors matched together. And like I said, I'm not really much of a blue girl at all, but I really do love this color. What do you think, Dawn?
Beautiful.
All of those colors, when you hold them together, each one of them really matches the other one, which is to me kind of unusual when we come out with colors. But look how those four really do blend together so nicely. And Krista, it's good to see you here. And so, Terry, you said 6. I have it narrowed down to 4. And then I was like, no, I need that. So I have 5. So I'm packing 4 and one will be on my feet. I brought 2 sets of tennis shoes because, they got to match. I can't just wear one pair. So those are those new metallic puffs. So then I have right here, and let's see, Dawn, where might I have put that silver that I was just doing? Let's see. So here is silver, and then this is that gold metal. And if you notice the picture I posted, that is that metal. I love metal. And when I talk to resellers, when I talk to people, I always say you have to make a sample with metal, because when you pull it off the shelf, the red metal, the carrier sheet is thicker. So then it makes you feel like that vinyl is thick and you might not like it. But please give it a chance, because I really, really, really love the metal, because it just melts down into whatever you're pressing it in. So the sweatshirt that I did, I used gold metal. What we're getting ready to press, I used silver metal. And then so here's my little silver. Dawn was so kind, she weeded for me. And then as she did it, she's like, you really trust me because I don't have my glasses on. And then I realized I still had my glasses on, that I had not gone and put contacts on. Because y'all know me. Y'all know I'm always running behind. So Dawn pulled in and we were chatting, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get rolling. I had pulled in probably 2 minutes ahead of her. Do you notice I got a new haircut? It looks great, doesn't it? Even if it doesn't, tell me it does, because I've been rushing all day. So I have cut the metal. And Jim, I say hi to you too. I can't wait for us to get to do something together. We all need to make plans, since you're watching and listening. And Terry, I agree that golden rose and blue is just gorgeous. Hey, Reen, it's good to see you. And Tammy. And Amy, I can't wait to see what you make with metallic. And Amy is here on behalf. She is manager at Mid-South in Knoxville. So great place to be able to get your vinyl. So here is just a cute white sweatshirt. This is a file that was in our Leonardo. And look how gorgeous that is. So to me, that's just a simple, easy. And I like it that I'm not a truly like a Be Mine all the time, because I would wear this anytime in the springtime. It doesn't say just Valentine's. To me, it's like Hugs and Kisses. And I think that's what I named it in the file, was Hugs and Kisses. But look at that puff. Trying to get that angle to where you can really see how it puffs up off there. So it's not flat. And puff takes a little bit extra. So lean in and listen to me, okay? Puff is a little bit extra. The metallic puff takes 2 presses, 280 degrees. You're going to do 10 seconds. You're going to let it get cool a little bit. You're going to take that carrier sheet off. You're going to cover it with a nonstick, and then you're going to press it again. So when you take the carrier off, you're like, it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. It needs to have that carrier sheet taken off so that it has room to puff. It has to have some breathing room. It's kind of like wearing your sweats at Thanksgiving. We need a little room to puff. And speaking of, I'm going to have room to puff because I'm going to be on a cruise. And we all know what happens on a cruise stays on a cruise. And those are those extra pounds that I'm probably going to gain. But I don't mind at all, if that's the least of my problems, right? So Dawn, earlier I had a cute little black bag. What did I do with that? You'd think I never did a live before all by myself, and suddenly I need somebody to help raise me. Well, I had a cute, everybody talks amongst yourselves as we find this. Did you take it downstairs? Okay, everybody talk while I go find one. Hey, Arlie, it is so good to see you on here. You made my heart happy. I haven't seen you in forever, and it's great to get to see you on here. And here it is, Dawn. I found it. It fell on my carpet's black in here. I couldn't see it. So you saw that I did it on a sweatshirt, so I just took that design and changed it just a little bit. So we're going to heat press it. Now, always be careful of your zippers because they're not made to handle 300 degrees clamped up in a heat press. It's nylon. They will melt. So I hang mine off, and I'm even going to show you what I mean when I talk about hanging that off just a little bit. Let's change that camera view so that you can see. Here is my heat press. So I just let it hang off so that when it closes, that's not going to get in the heat press. So the first thing I'm going to do is what? I'm going to do that pre-press, 10 seconds. I'm getting that moisture out. I'm making that design all cozy and warm and friendly for that first press. So then you can make a choice. Do you want your X's first or do you want your hearts first? And I think my X's are upside down. I didn't even think about that, but there is an up and down for an X. Does that look right? So I'm going with my X's first. So I'm going to put this and I'm just going to let that off. And then we're going to do 10 seconds. And then we'll see how those hearts do. So then y'all can kind of see as I'm pressing what's going on. So I'm going to let this cool off. So let's change and y'all can chat with me for just a moment as I let that cool off. And metal is a cool. And I just feel sometimes even, when the app tells us it's a warm peel, I like a cool peel a lot of times. So you can see I'm fanning it. Sometimes I'll lay it on the table. If you go to take it off and it doesn't want to come off, that kind of tells you it's a cold peel. Give it a moment and don't rush it. So here I just said that and I just rushed it, but I kind of like what it did. So that texture, I should have let it cool off just a little bit more. So it kind of raised up, but I'll show you, I kind of like what it did. So now I'm just going to lay these hearts in. Just line them up. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Only you're going to know. And when you do know, don't point it out to anybody. Why do we do that? Dawn, do we do that? Look, I made a mistake right here. Nobody else will notice. Don't point it out. Marianne, good to see you here. And this is so cute. So what saying would you put on the back of this, if anything? Jill, welcome home. Jill's been traveling and she's been driving across the U.S., it feels like lately. So I'm going to cool that. Hey, Debbie, good to see you here. Dawn's hanging out with me and you're not. Nana, Nana. Isn't that? So this is, Amy, what kind of vinyl is this? It's pink with silver reflective dots in it. So would you call it twinkle? It's twinkle. I always want to say sparkle because I get the two of them confused, but it's twinkle. But it looks like a glitter, but it's smooth. So if you don't like that rough feeling, it is smooth and it has that little twinkle in it. So that way, that was the same file that I used here. So now I have it in here and I have it in here. And now you have it. So what other color combinations? Does it have to be pink? Does it have to be red? No. I think it'd almost be cute to do, it'd take a little time to press it all, but do a row of red and then kind of ombre it down to where it was pink or white down here. Somebody make that and show it to me. That way I can see. So when you do puff and metal, can you do either first? So good question. So puff, you can press it twice. If you press it a third time, you're going to depuff it. It'll poof. Cute one, huh? It's going to poof. So I would do the metal first, then do the puff, take the carrier, and then do the puff again. So it's that two-step process. With regular puff, it's a one and done. So definitely do whatever color opposite first so that when you do puff, you're going to press it and then you're finished. Because if you press it again, you've poofed. It's no longer puff. Puff is always last. That is right. And so somebody says, be mine. I love those colors. And it really does take on, metal really took on the texture of this canvas bag underneath it. Terry, should I take this and do it as a giveaway on the cruise? Somebody might like my mistake where I pulled that off just a little bit early. It pulled one of my X's just a smidge, but that's okay. It looks more real, like somebody was drawing those in a hurry. So I can't wait to see what you make. And where did I get the bags? These are from Amazon. They're called, the easiest way to find them, bulk cosmetic bags. I typically order them by 50 or 100. I have them in black, I have them in white, and I also have them in white sublimatable ones, and they have different color zippers. So type in bulk cosmetic bags and you'll find them, and they usually sell them in 20, 50, 75, some kind of breakout, but I usually do it 50, or Jill doesn't need to pipe in. She might say I do 100 or more. She's seen my craft room. She knows I tend to buy it, but I love having these on hand. I started to do the white ones, but then I was like, I did a white sweatshirt, so I wanted to show it to you on another color so that you could see how it still looks Valentine's, even if you do dark. I would put this on a black t-shirt and wear it more than I probably will this white sweatshirt, because get real, we know I can't keep anything white more than about 4 minutes. So I like having these bags. They're easy to do for quick gifts, even if it's one of my favorite things to do is I love giving samples of things and little pack of barrettes and little things. Put it in the bag, put a name on it. It's part of the gift itself. So I think these are fun to keep on hand. And then, when I do an impromptu kind of a project, it's there. So I am going to tell you I'm pre-recorded for Tuesday night. I will hopefully, with the God's willing of, social media, that it will post when it's supposed to. Jill might have to help me out and make sure that it gets posted. But the video is about a comment that was made, and somebody said they really don't understand when I'm talking about sublimation. So I just did a video breaking it down and talking about it. I will try to be in the comments. It just depends on how our Wi-Fi is, if I get to watch it at that time. But we all know that I will follow up in the comments afterwards if I'm not there at exactly 6:30 watching. When I get good service, then I'll answer any questions or anything. But I can't wait to see some of you in person very soon, like Sunday. And the rest of you know that I can't wait to see you at the next event that I'm at, and look forward to it. So everybody have a fantastic week. It's almost weekend, and I will see you all very soon. And you have a great night. Take pictures of what you make and post them so that I can see that you're using that file. So everybody have a great night, and I'll see you soon. Bye, gang.